All right. Thank you, and welcome to another episode of the Carolina Otaku Podcast. I am Afro, and I am here with my co-host,
Lexi.
Welcome back, you guys. Yeah, you guys know how we start these things off. What we've been up to since we last talked, and just go from there. So, Lexi, what have you been up to?
Been doing stuff to my garden.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you.
It looks good.
That's pretty much it.
Nice. What I will ask, what made you kind of go more into the green thumb type shit?
Yours. I might as well make some use of it.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, good shit. Jesus. I really haven't been up to much. Got my benefits.
Yay!
Look, did I already say I got an offer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one we talked about? Yeah.
Yeah. So that starts not this week coming up. It was supposed to be this week, but the next week.
So you're going to take it?
Yeah, I took it. I got to get some. I got to, do some shit. I just can't sit on my ass all day. I feel like a bum. Yeah, that's about it. But so in this episode, we're going to try to, keep this kind of short, kind of go through some things. You guys know how we do this. I've been on the internet perusing stuff. I guess the first thing that I want to talk about is King of the Hill is coming back with a new, they're coming back with a revival series. There's a preview out for it right now, just the intro and stuff. And within that intro, it tells you a lot of shit.
There's a leak trailer actually too. So
yeah.
It's not just the it's not just the intro. It's also the trailer for it. But yeah.
Sure. I like what I'm seeing. I really am. It's hard. It's hard I think it's hard for shows like that came out early 2000s and the 90s because it was a totally different climate. It's hard for shows to come back out and kind of, you can't come back and do the same shit because it might not get like the same amount of people to come back to it, and some people might find some stuff offensive now.
Right. It'll be tone deaf. So that's why I like that they did change it up a bit. Like in the revival, Bobby's 21.
Damn, I thought that nigga was 30. I didn't know he was 21. He looks old as fuck. Sorry.
They say he's 21.
Okay.
And then you have Hank and Peggy.
Yeah.
You basically have the whole entire crew.
Right.
And I forgot that there's actually 4 people now that have passed that were on the original show. Yeah. So you got Luann, you got Lucky, you got Dell, and now John Redcorn just died. So yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was a crazy one. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I think it's coming out in August. Don't know the exact date, but it looks good though. It looks good.
It does.
That also just brought up the topic to me that I always used to think like who was the smartest person in King of the Hill, and the smartest person was always Dale to me. He was so just conspiracy theorist that all the information that he had in his head just made him like really fucking intelligent to me.
So I partially agree, but I don't all the way agree.
Yeah.
I agree that like his conspiracy theories were like, okay.
Yep.
But I feel like it was Boomhauer because at the end of the series, you find out he's a Texas Ranger. Yeah. And so it kind of like, if you go off of Dale's conspiracy theories and everything, it's kind of like he was planted there to watch over Dale and, make sure he doesn't do no wild shit. But yeah, I would say probably if you had to go with like not the kids or whatever, I'd probably say Boomhauer.
And then I would still say that Bill, like we know Bill as he is now, but when you look at previous episodes, Bill was the fucking man. Days? Yeah, Bill was the man. Yeah. Like Bill was fit. He went into the army. And then everything went downhill after he went through the marriage and everything to Lenore and everything like that. And then another big thing to me is that Bill is multilingual because he speaks French.
Yeah, he does.
He speaks French. The dumbest person on the show? Peggy. Yeah.
And we all know, but we all know somebody like Peggy who is like, I'm gonna put it like this: they're pseudo smart,
yeah,
and they think they're right, and then like you try to prove them wrong, and they're like, no, like even with proof, they're like, no. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, Peggy. When I knew. When I knew Peggy was always kind of dumb to me because first of all, her Spanish was always fucked. It wasn't even broken. It was just fucked. Right?
Yep.
When she got there was an episode where she got like this fake PhD scam and they had to go back and get their money back and all this shit. Yeah, she was smart enough to make the plan, but Hank from like the beginning of the episode was like, it takes like years to get a PhD, Peggy. It's not just she was on the computer all night and printed out a PhD.
The only thing she was really good with was Boggle. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
She was a Boggle champ.
Yep.
But like not even just that, but like she's one of those people that's like super arrogant and like just thinks she's better than everybody.
Yep.
Like you remember like her spaghetti, like I forgot what she called it.
Peg,
that.
Peg,
yeah, that. And then like when she did the whole like foot modeling thing, oh my god,
she honestly, Luann, who's usually like portrayed as the dummy in the show, was actually 10 times smarter than Peggy.
She had more of emotional intelligence than Peggy.
Yeah. And I would say my favorite person, just because you can see how they progress through the series and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, I think Hank had a really good progression because he became more open to certain things that he wasn't at first. And the person that really got him into those things was Bobby.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Because I just randomly thought about this and now I'm sitting here thinking.
Yeah.
Did we ever see Joseph?
In the preview?
In the preview or is he there? Okay.
Yeah, he is. There's at the end of it when they're like, I think Bobby continued to do that meat thing that he was doing. And they were there and Hank was on one side and Bobby was on the other. And Joseph was like sitting on like something. He was there though. Okay. Joseph was there.
I was going to say, how could we not have Joseph?
Yeah, he was there. And it's just Bobby was the most like progressive person in that fucking show just because he wasn't afraid to do different things. Mm-hmm. But he also wasn't afraid to get his parents and tell his parents, like when Peggy was ashamed of like her big feet, it took her son to come into the room and say, I get picked on all the fucking time. But he said, I got a girlfriend. I got friends. And he was like, and I'm going to go out there and make them laugh every fucking time. So, nobody can tell me shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Bobby was like the best person. And I hope they don't make that like, it doesn't look like they're making that decline. It looks like they're making that kind of like his thing, which I appreciate that for sure. So that's cool. Also, you guys know how we do this. I have screenshots just going through shit. There's one. Oh man. Okay. I don't know how you're gonna feel about this. I brought it up to you. And, like I said, I don't know how, I don't know how you're gonna feel about this. I really don't. All right. So, okay, what we are going to do. Complex Music has said Meg Thee Stallion reveals that she is working on a new anime with Boondocks producer Carl Jones. Mm-hmm. The show will air on Amazon Prime Video. Cool.
Yes. I don't really have much to say about it. Like, a lot of people know I'm a Boondocks fan through and through, so I feel like it's going to be a good anime.
Yeah.
With, at least the producers of the Boondocks being involved.
Right.
I just hope I just want to know what the plot's going to be. That's my main thing. Because just some animes that we have, the plot just is flat. Like Cannon Busters, that plot was just flat and like it didn't live up to the expectations, but people tried to hype it up because it was a black anime. But we just gotta see how it's gonna be.
Some people I posted a clip about us talking about the theme song of Cannon Busters almost like a year ago.
Yeah.
And some people said they like that anime. Like they love it. It just wasn't for me. You know what I mean?
It wasn't for me.
So that's one thing, hope it goes well for her. I hope it goes well. I know there was a big incident with her and DreamCon.
That whole thing.
We ain't going into that shit because I don't want to. But if you went to DreamCon, hope you had a good time. It seems like DreamCon is becoming something totally different. I could be wrong, but it seems like it's going in a path of
it's a clout fest.
It's a what?
It's a clout fest.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it seems like. So congratulations. I don't fucking know. So this is also another big one for me personally, because I did actually like the series, and this is kind of going to bring some people back to some old Sonic shit. But if you are watching the One Piece live action, this is Chopper. And now this looks okay, but would you be surprised if I told you that people have a problem with this?
Anything, so it doesn't really surprise me, but what is people's problems with this?
It doesn't look like the animated Chopper, right? It's kind of giving the whole remember the first Sonic that they remember the Sonic before the movie came out, they previewed the Sonic that they had, and he looked like a fucking long-legged,
nobody liked him.
Yeah, nobody liked him. He didn't look anything. He looked like an adult. Yeah, right. Now they redid it, got his eyes right and everything. The big thing with this is it's kind of in that same realm. I think they want more of the animation Chopper, and also I saw some people complaining about the voice of Chopper. Chopper's voice, now, to me, Chopper's voice is a little bit more high pitched. A little bit more high pitched to me, which, it's fine. I think this looks great. Personally, I think this looks great. People are going to complain about shit and talk about shit all the time, but I think this actually looks really good for a preview of it. And this is coming, he's supposed to be showing in 2026. If I'm not mistaken, I saw that the One Piece, the person that plays Luffy, he got caught with like a gun charge or something like that. No, real shit. I'm so serious. I could be wrong. Yeah, I saw it a lot. You can't really always find that shit credible, but he got caught with like a gun or something. Whatever. So yeah, that's, I think that some people are going to have opinions about it, but I think this looks pretty good. I mean, hat, the antlers, everything like that. Hopefully they do the storyline well. And, we just got to see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if people protest this shit, though. For sure. So, yeah, that was something else that I came across. If you're into roller skating and you like Jet Set Radio, you might want to go ahead and get yourself some Sega themed skates. Celebrating 25 years of Jet Set Radio. I don't know if they're available for purchase, but actually I do know how to inline skate. I actually learned how to inline skate before like the four wheel, it's 4 wheels, but I don't know what they call the ones that are kind of squared off skating.
Yeah.
But I learned how to inline skate first. But, I saw this, thought it was something that was pretty cool to see. Jet Set Radio is something that we talked about before. And I love seeing collabs and stuff like this because these look fucking amazing. I like the highlighter green and all that shit, the little details in the wheels and everything. It looks good. It looks really, really good. So definitely if you're into skating and stuff or just collecting shit and you just like the game, definitely go for it. If I was like really into the game like that, I would have bought these pretty quick. Really, really quick. And then, sorry, you guys, I'm just going through screenshots. This is just what I do. I just be on my phone, just looking at shit. Seriously, Oh, by the way, you guys, cracked my phone at the gun range. S22 Ultra fell right on his face. Oh, why don't you have a screen protector? Yes, I know, didn't have one. So had a case though, cracked it, and I sat there and I thought, why the fuck do I feel this way over a fucking phone? Oh yeah, that's right, Christopher. Because it was almost $1,200 fucking dollars, right? And then I said that to myself out loud, and I said, "Oh my gosh, this is a $1,200 fucking phone."
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. When it comes, I'm at this point now. I talked about this before. When it comes to cars, no higher than 2010. When it comes to cell phones, 1,000 and below. Can't do that shit no more. I was fine rolling with Motorola phones and dealing with like 2 to 3 updates and then just getting a new one because they're under like $500.
Yeah.
And you get what you can out of it and just go get another one. They have expandable memory. Some of them have a stylus on them. Cool. But the phones that I'm looking at that I want to get is a brand called Nothing. I think the Nothing phones look really nice. The OS looks really nice. And I think it's a pretty good company based in London and all that shit. But the biggest thing right now is seeing if I can get this shit to work on Verizon. These phones don't hit certain bands that Verizon needs for the 5G and 4G. It hits them, but you have to call Verizon in order to get the phone whitelisted.
I love that.
Yeah, no.
I don't miss those days at all.
That's what makes me that's what's kind of making me go away from it a little bit. Because I'm like, shit, I buy this shit. It's like, and they're under like $500, nothing over 500. But if I buy this shit, get it shipped over to me and I can't use it, then I just have I can sell
paperweight.
it. Yeah. I just have a paperweight, So yeah, that's always a fucking fun. Not really, but I cracked that. Oh man, I cracked that phone. It was sad. It hurt me a little bit. It really hurt because on the way home from the range, I was just sitting there like, damn, I've dropped that phone tons of times. And this is the one time that motherfucker cracked. And my manager, I was sitting next to him, he was like, why don't you have a screen protector? I was like, Marcus, shut the fuck up. I was like, Marcus, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up, man. I know that. Shut up. So, yeah, so that was cool. And then, so this is also just random stuff that we came across. Also, if you're listening to the audio of this, also make sure that I actually do post the video on YouTube and we actually do have it on Spotify too. So you can listen to the audio and the video.
That's such a weird segue, right?
Yeah, no, just because I just realized I have these screenshots. And people will be like, what the hell? I don't know if I talked about this last week. I probably didn't. No, I didn't. LA,
Noire.
Yeah. 2 is coming out. Another Rockstar game. Rockstar is just trying to.
No, this is. I feel like this is not legit.
What makes you say that?
Because Rockstar right now will be more focused on getting GTA 6 out getting it out.
Yeah.
Than trying to push this out. And we've been calling for a remake or a sequel for this game for a hot minute. Because I played the first one. I love the first one. It was amazing. It was. It. I don't know if you ever played Heavy Rain, or Detroit Become Human. Like it's in that realm of games, and like I find those really interesting, just because it's outside of the gaming norm.
Right.
Like, you don't see too many games like that.
Right.
And so, yeah.
Understandable. We'll see what happens. I'm with you. It's not really a lot of this stuff that I see. A lot of it is mostly rumor. I would think Rockstar is kind of focusing on GTA. I know that a lot of people would probably prefer Rockstar to focus on GTA. So yeah, definitely. And all right, so that's all the screenshots. Not a lot of screenshots. But there was one more thing I was thinking about with the whole King of the Hill shit.
Yes.
So this is off topic like a motherfucker, but I was just thinking about, like, it's really off topic.
Okay.
And I wanted to talk about this weeks ago, but I was thinking about Forrest Gump, right?
Okay.
And I probably might get demolished if I post this clip. I probably will. People will be like, ugh. But I think in Forrest Gump, the person that fucking just made me fucking pissed off in Forrest Gump, I think you know who I'm gonna say.
Who you gonna say?
Fucking Jenny.
Yeah. Everybody hates Jenny.
Fuck Jenny. Jenny was a cancer. Oops, sorry. Did she die from cancer in the movie?
He died from AIDS.
Oh, okay. So, dude, Forrest Gump. Forrest was just like a real chill dude, doing what he had to do, got rich, had ideas, played ping pong for the military, gave money to his, made a business with his military friend that passed away, that died in war, Bubba, gave money to the family and everything. And then Jenny, through all this shit, Jenny pops up. Forrest just happens to see Jenny in like these like random places. And she never, ever, ever wants to be with Forrest, right? Wait a minute. Not until she gets sick. Mm-hmm. And she's like, Forrest, please, I need you to be Captain Saberho and help me. Oh yeah, Forrest. Also, you have a son.
That wasn't his son. Let's be real. Like, that was not his son.
That wasn't his son.
She just pawned this little boy off on Forrest because she knew that like Forrest was gonna be there to take care of this kid when she was dead and gone. She had nobody else to fucking do it. Let's be for real, okay? Like,
oh shit,
she was terrible. She was like, I'm gonna go out here and live like my hot girl summer life for like a hot minute. Oh shit, I'm sick and I'm dying. Oh, let me get some shit in order real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, Forrest.
I heard that you're rich. I heard you got some money, man. What's up with that? What's up with that? I heard you got some money, man. I mean, I'm not saying I need it, but
I kind of need it.
I need it though. I need that shit, and I got a kid too. You okay with that? You know what? You don't even gotta think about it. I'm just gonna come on right in.
You gonna fall in love with him and everything? It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
like come the fuck on. I thought about that, and I was like, I think what made me think about that is I was thinking about Peggy from King of the Hill, and I was just like, man, Peggy was so stupid.
Have you heard the like? The theory that technically Bobby is is Bill's son.
That's impossible.
No,
yeah, it is.
Not when they break it down.
That's impossible.
No, it's not. It's very not.
Peggy hates Bill.
Why? Okay, why else would you hate somebody that much?
Peggy hates Bill with a passion.
Okay.
Thinks he's disgusting.
And?
As like a human being.
And
also, I think Hank would have kicked Bill's ass anyway. Or are you saying, is this some like Dale John Redcorn type shit?
Yes, it's some dead John Redcorn type shit, okay?
Okay.
Anyways, so like they like to mention that episode. You remember the episode where like Bill takes Bobby to like, was it like his family or his like long lost relatives or whatever?
Oh, when they went to Louisiana.
Yeah, when they went to Louisiana, he's like teaching him all this shit because he has no kids. He's just teaching, Bobby all this shit. And then they like to bring up the fact that, it's kind of weird that like they never had another kid outside of like that one that they had, and like he had a narrow urethra. So like, it's a lot of stuff that goes on with that. But there's a lot of conspiracy theories in the show if you ever look them up. But that's just one of them.
The biggest, we already know about the biggest one when it comes to King of the Hill is when people like Dale knew that Nancy was cheating on him with John Redcorn. Dale can't be that oblivious. You can't be a conspiracy theorist and be that oblivious to shit. I remember there was an episode when Dale helped John Redcorn get his land back. And Dale was like, he knew about this government program that allowed him to get all the documentation. What was that shit? Not NAFT. I forgot. But he helped him like get his land back and stuff. I really do think that Dale knew that kid wasn't his.
So, right. So there's like another episode that people like to use to like support that. I forgot what episode it was, but like he was basically talking about like him being with Nancy and like how lucky he was to be with Nancy there, and like like, oh yeah, like she chose me, like like, oh, I should be thankful for that. Like, yeah, it was like that. Or like, you remember the first, like I think it's like in the first few episodes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where they go.
No, I'm thinking about something. Go ahead. I'll tell you.
But you remember? Okay, they went on that Eagle Scout trip.
Yeah.
And it was like Bobby and Joseph, and then John Redcorn, and they're trying to do like this sacred thing, and like Joseph is and not Joseph, but like John Redcorn is trying to teach Joseph these things about his culture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another reason why Peggy was so fucking stupid was because Peggy couldn't tell that John Redcorn wasn't fucking Dale's child and believed that Dale was like half Jamaican. That is the dumbest shit. I remember
that she was like, when she found out, she was like, Nancy's having an affair.
Yeah,
what?
like because like, Ming was like, oh my gosh, she's having an affair. She was like, on Dale. Oh, I already knew that. When did you know?
Everybody knows.
It didn't take that long. And then Min is like, oh my God, Becky, you didn't know? Oh my God. Who am I going to tell? I got to tell Khan.
And then she just falls in line afterwards. She's like, because she was going to tell him. And then she's like, never mind.
Yep. I think who we didn't see in the preview? Khan.
We see Ming.
Yeah, we see Ming, but we don't see Khan.
No, now I gotta go back and watch that because I don't remember saying Ming.
Because we see Khan Jr., but we don't see Khan at all. They also had a black neighbor.
Yeah, so I think he was staying in their spot where they were gone.
Yeah.
Because supposedly they went to Saudi Arabia to do work and for like a couple years and came back. And now they're retiring it back in Arlington.
What are they doing?
Arlen. Supposedly working. Propane, I guess.
Wow. I guess that makes sense. Holy shit. Damn. Okay. Because and we saw, I think we saw, what was Cotton's wife's name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, you see her and like his kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hank's brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's always cool. I think that preview looks amazing. I thought it was good. I know we're talking about it a lot, but I watch a lot of King of the Hill. Like
it's my comfort show.
Yeah, I have it on when I go to sleep because it's just something I've seen all the episodes.
I'm probably gonna watch it when I get done with this, anyways.
Same.
But I'm on my Jump fan. Like I love Beavis and Butthead. I was like 3 or 4 watching Beavis and Butthead. Yep. Love Daria. Daria's like one of my favorite like shows in my adolescence. And then I love King of the Hill because my mom loved that show and we used to watch it all the time. So just like
it's fucking great. It is fucking amazing. It was something else too. Those not really seeing a lot of people talking about those damn 50...
60s.
Yep. Don't see those a lot. At all.
Good luck, you guys trying to get a Switch 2. Coming out in 2 days.
Yes. I forgot about that. Switch 2 is coming out, what, the 10th?
5th.
The 5th? Have fun with that shit. Also, the Xbox, like their live joint
showcase.
Yeah, the showcase I think is next week. So be prepared for that. I think a lot of people might be kind of surprised at what happens at that, but we'll see. But that Switch thing, if y'all have fun, have at it. I'm expecting somebody to die. I'm expecting some fights.
People are already mad because they've been canceling orders, like the
for
pre-orders. Real? Yeah, especially Walmart's been canceling left and right.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like this until the next year. So if you plan on getting a new Switch for your child for Christmas, good luck. You are going to be paying, if you really want it, you are going to be paying overpriced like a motherfucker. Be prepared.
Like during Christmas time, they're probably like close to $1,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You want? What Black Friday? There is no Black Friday deal. The deal is you get to see them. That's the deal. Shit, you might get scammed because you might honestly, somebody might just like put
I feel like somebody is gonna get some old granny. They're gonna put like a Switch 1 and a Switch 2 box and be like, here you go.
Yep. Yep. Have fun getting those things. Just wait. Wait like a good year. I'm sorry, but if you got the money to spend it, do it.
It's not even for me, it's not even a case of the money. Like I have the money to get it. It's just like it's gonna be hard to get, and I don't even use my Switches I have now. Yep. So I'm kind of good.
It's kind of like if you already have a Switch, the only thing that really changes are features. That's it. Mm-hmm. It's it. Screen is bigger, all that shit. Different Joy-Cons, the way that they attach, all that shit. Everything else is the same. The dock changes. Yes, a lot of shit changes, but you're still able to play the games. You're still going to be getting updates probably on the old ones. And just hold on to what you got. The trade-in values aren't worth it. It's just not. Just hold on to it. Get the games that you want, even though games are going to be going up too. So be prepared for that. Games are going up for everybody. Everything that you can think of except for PC because, we got the deals.
Don't say that because they probably start going up too.
True. But console-wise, they're going to hit. So, and that's accessories for them, controllers, all that shit is going to take a hit. It has no choice but to take a hit. Competition-wise and all that shit, they gotta stay at this fucking stupid-ass rat race. For sure.
Now I'm sitting here thinking about, because we're talking about PC games. You know what I have not seen in a hot minute? A fucking Steam sale. And usually those are like clockwork.
Yeah. Was there not one for Memorial Day?
You know what? I don't think I saw one.
I think it has to be one for the 4th then. It has to be one for the 4th of July. Has to be. Probably. It's got to come. It has to. I've been playing a lot of Skyrim. I just been playing Skyrim a lot. And I hate Creation Club. I hate Creation Club.
It's so stupid.
I got the telekinesis arrows from the Creation Club. A fucking waste. It's cool. It's a cool concept. Love it. The best thing from the Creation Club, but it's actually free, is it's a kind of like a little expansion that allows you to get a new light armor that's made of amber. It's like an amber light armor, which is pretty nice. But some of the mods, like I have a smelting mod on it that I can smelt like jewelry and all this shit. Got my blacksmithing up to like 100. I'm only using light armor, so I was able to get to the dragon scale light armor pretty quickly. It's great. Yeah. But I hate that Creation Club, man. That Creation Club is such bullshit. Such bullshit, man. I can not stand it. It's disgusting.
I forgot all about that, why it actually exists. I was watching a video like a couple weeks ago. And so you remember when Bethesda was trying to was it Bethesda or was it just mods in general? I forgot where it was. Was it Steam? I can't remember, but somebody was trying to charge people for mods.
Yeah. Yep.
And like, which I mean, it's a good thing and kind of a bad thing.
Yeah.
But like, you got to think these people put in countless amount of hours to like make these mods for these games.
Yep.
And so like paying them, it's the right thing, right? But like,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, you're right.
Maybe not as much as the game, but like something like okay, like here.
Yeah.
But like it was that. But then people were like, well, why am I paying for somebody that doesn't work for the company to, or somebody that does this in their free time or whatever, yada yada yada. And so Bethesda was like, oh,
is that what you want?
And now the Christian club is this.
Right. Horrible shit, man. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like I said, some of the stuff in there is pretty cool, but most of it is just trying to get some money out the pocket. I mean, I get it. I do, but it's kind of shit. It was.
I think mods that like do a complete and like total overhaul of the game. Those are definitely worth like
like the Fallout like British or the England one.
New London.
Yeah. Like great. New voice acting, all that shit.
That's like a whole new game.
Yeah. like this Sky Oblivion that's supposedly coming out. Mm-hmm. I would pay for that just because it's something different. It's taking time and effort. And I would want the creators of that to get some type of compensation for that because they put in some hard work on that shit for sure. Testing and everything like that. Amazing. I think that's great. I think that's really good. Oh shit. I had an interview I think I told you on Friday with the, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shake Club?
Yeah. No. It was a contract, government position.
Oh.
Yeah, right. I was like, what the fuck? But that's pretty cool. It would be remote, which is pretty nice.
That's nice.
Yeah. I was talking to a friend of mine and we got into this conversation about within the workplace.
Yes.
What do you prefer to work on? Like a Mac or Windows machine? Mac all the fucking way. All the way.
So I've worked on, like we all worked on both, but like, I don't know. I've kind of gotten used to like ThinkPads.
ThinkPads are good. I'm talking about like, ThinkPads are good. Yeah. From a system admin perspective, I love working with Macs just because I like working with Jamf. Just because I can control everything security wise. I can, y'all
know where we are, backups and all that.
Yeah, I love that shit. So that's just me. To me, those goddamn Windows machines, man. I've done procurement before as a system admin for laptops and stuff. I know for a fact that a MacBook, unless you do some crazy shit, you're like spilling shit on it or something like that, you will get a good at least 3 to 4 years out of those shits. Maybe even 5. Those Windows machines, though. Let me tell you something.
I already need a refresh.
Let me tell you. I have put in a lot of tickets for like repairs and stuff, and a lot of shit does not fall under warranty with these Windows machines compared to the Apple Care.
Mm-hmm.
It's a totally different world.
You gotta think about it though. Like the Apple Care is an extended warranty to cover all that shit. Not many laptop manufacturers are offering that, so there's that.
Yep. So that was also something that was like, that's also like why I prefer Mac over Windows. It's just something that's that I enjoy and I like. Oh yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to add? Do you want to let people know about our next guest, or you want that to be he just pops up?
They'll see when he gets here.
All right, cool. Cool, you guys. Like I said, this one isn't going to be a long one. So thank you for joining us for another episode of the Carolina Otaku Podcast. Like I said, I post clips every day on all socials, Carolina Otakus, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all that shit. We are at 226 now on TikTok. We're still getting a lot of good views on that and everything. Good community engagement and stuff. So it's always good to see. But yeah, thank you for listening. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.